welcome back to my channel. I am Christy. In today's video, we are going to be talking about our goals for 2023. I don't know about you, but I love watching videos like this. I get so amped at the end of the year for everybody to put out their YouTube videos about their goals for 2023. I think it's so inspiring. I absolutely love setting goals at the beginning of a new year. It's kind of twofold for me because my birthday is right at the beginning of the year. My birthday is January 5th. So the beginning of the year brings a new year as well as a new age for me. So I think that's why I love the idea of doing goals right at the start of the year. It's just a great way to kind of think through the past year, think through what you want to accomplish in the coming year. And obviously these things can be tiny little goals. They could be lifestyle changes. They can be work goals, things like that. I absolutely love watching these videos, like I said. So since I did put a list together for my goals for 2023, I thought it'd be fun to do a video and share it with you guys. And of course, I want to know your goals, so please leave them in the comments below. Or if you also do YouTube videos and made a video like this, please link it below so that I can watch it, because truly I love these videos so much. They're so addictive. It's like watching the what's in my bag videos. I talked about this in my what's in my bag video. It is so addictive to watch these videos. I don't know what it is, but I find these really inspiring. So I hope that we can have fun together talking about my goals. I also am gonna kind of walk through the digital planner that I use, because I recently got into doing digital planning on my iPad, which feels so fancy and I absolutely love it. And I find it's a really fun way to be creative. I'll show you everything that I do. We'll get into that in the second part of this video, but to start, let's talk through some goals. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so below. I do predominantly travel content as well as some lifestyle. I post videos every Tuesday, sometimes a Saturday video as well. So if you would like to stick around, which I hope that you do, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is the iPad that I use. I have the purple one. It's so cute. Army, purple, Borhe. Anyway, it is the iPad Air. I love that I don't even know the details on it. I literally had to check to make sure it was an iPad Air. Oh, it says it right there too. That's embarrassing. I have an iPad Air. I also have the Apple Pencil. I also have the Magic Keyboard. Honestly, love it. I think it's all worth it. If you want a video about my thoughts on this iPad, I mean, so many of those videos exist, so I don't know if it's needed, but if you want to know what's on my iPad, how I set up my iPad, I can do a video about that, because I love doing the personalization, doing the shortcuts to create a precious little home screen like this. So I will obviously show more of this when we're kind of diving into my planner, but if you're curious about how I set up my iPad, just leave a comment below, because I can make a video about that as well. I have put down a list of 11 goals. I was hoping to have it be a rounded out 10, but I thought of another one, so now we have 11. 11 for 2023, it's fine. I know some people have been doing 23 goals for 2023, but I couldn't think of that many, so we're just gonna do my 11. So the first goal that I have for 2023 is a lofty goal, and I almost didn't put it down, but then I was like, you know what, if I don't reach this goal, I'm not gonna be embarrassed that I talked about it on here. I know none of you will judge me for not reaching this goal. So my first goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That feels like a lofty goal to me, just because I'm only at 1,600 and it took me so long to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I've gotten over 600 since April. So obviously that is not a growth trajectory of me meeting 10K by the end of the year, but I am hoping that if I am consistent and keep putting out content that I really enjoy doing, I hope that it will resonate with people, and I hope to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That sounds like such a lofty goal, but honestly, I don't want to put a half-ass goal down that I think might be more realistic. I want to shoot for the stars. I want to try to get 10,000 subscribers. So that is what we're doing. That is number one on the goal list. My second goal for 2023 is to read 30 books. For 2022, I set my reading goal at 20 books, and I did complete that, and I completed that challenge early in the year. So September is what I mean by early. But I completed that in September and then read a few more books since then. So I actually went over my goal. So I'd like to really push myself for 30 books in 2023. I sign up for the Goodreads reading challenge every single year, and that is where I track all of my books and everything that I read. So if you want to be friends on there, just let me know. And their way of adding people on Goodreads is really strange, so we will figure it out, but I love to have friends on there because I like to see what everyone's reading. So let me know if you want to join me on there, but I will be trying to read 30 books in 2023. My next goal, number 3. This is one that I know is going to be hard for me, but I'm going to stick to it. Christy, you will stick to it. I want to spend Sundays and evenings off of social media. That's going to be hard. I hate how addicted I am to Instagram. I hate how easy it is for me to just pull out my phone and like without even thinking about it, I go to Instagram and I could sit there for 30 minutes looking at nonsense and time just flies by. I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's not even like a conscious effort. And I do not like that. And I really, really, really want to break myself of that habit. So I'm doing Sundays, no social media. And then I'm also going to do it in the evenings because a lot of the time what will happen is that I will get home from work or finish my work day. I work hybrid remote, so I'm in the office like half of the week. It's especially bad on the days that I am in the office because I come home and the first thing I want to do is just sit down and relax. And for some reason, my go-to is to pick up my phone and like scroll through Instagram. And I hate that because there's another goal that I will get into, but actually next. But there are so many other things I could be doing to enjoy my relaxation time that does not involve mindlessly scrolling. So my next goal, third goal, is to spend evenings and Sundays off of social media. I'm gonna struggle with this one, but I'm going to keep myself accountable and I'm gonna really try to get into a new pattern and routine of not doing that. My fourth goal for 2023 is to use my free time for hobbies. This kind of goes hand in hand with the no social media on Sundays or in the evenings. I really want to use my free time to do the things that I'm interested in and to take up some hobbies. I love to learn new things. I love to try out different hobbies, different crafts, things like that. So like right now I know I have in my little like art section in my apartment, I know that I have paints and little canvases. I know I have embroidery things to learn how to embroider. I love to make phone charms, so I know I have a bunch of supplies for that. Barsh and I like to do puzzles together. So I would much rather spend my free time doing one of those things or reading instead of being on social media. So those two kind of go hand in hand, and I really, really, really want to try to focus on my hobbies in 2023. I've been wanting to get better at the piano for the longest time, so I really want to try to carve out time to practice on my keyboard, things like that. I really want to just get back to doing the things that I love and learning new things. And so I'm hoping with the challenge of not doing social media on the evenings or on Sunday, I can fill in that time with hobbies that I really enjoy doing. Number 5, I think that this has been on my goals list for years, so a little embarrassing. Number 5 is to create morning and evening routines and stick to them. I am horrible at this. I don't know what is wrong with me. Like, I love watching morning routine videos or evening routine videos, and I'm like, wow, you guys are so good at this. My morning routine is a joke. I like roll out of bed in a panic to get ready for work, and that's it. Like, that's my morning routine. Everything is in a panic. And so part of this is because I am naturally a night owl. I naturally want to sleep later in the night, and then I would rather sleep in a little bit in the morning. Like, I feel like my ideal schedule is probably like sleeping at midnight, waking up at 9. That's probably like my ideal body schedule. But obviously when you work a corporate job where you work 9 to 5, that does not work at all. So I really, really, really want to, in 2023, nail down a very simple evening routine and morning routine that I stick to, especially an evening routine that is broken down into little sections leading up to me going to bed earlier. Christy, I just want to like point at myself and not at you guys. Go to bed earlier. So I want to try to train myself toward that. So a morning routine and a night routine is a big thing that I want to work on and stick to in 2023. Number 6 on the list is to learn to enjoy cooking and be intentional about meal prep. So I feel like I can speak for a lot of people who are working and busy, have a lot of things going on. Cooking is not always the most enjoyable task. It honestly, sometimes for me, just feels like the last thing I want to do. Like coming home and like Barsha are like, God, what do we want to make for dinner? I just feel like sometimes that's like the last thing that you want to make a decision about after having a long day. So what I really want to try to aim for in 2023 is to have us be very intentional about meal planning, prepping things in advance as much as we can, and actually learning to enjoy cooking. Barish really enjoys cooking. I don't as much, but I really want to learn to enjoy it and be creative with it. And that is definitely a goal for 2023. I just want us to be prepped for our meals, planned for our meals, and really enjoy the process of doing it. So that is what I'm challenging myself for in 2023. So number 7 is a no buy goal. I've seen this in a few videos where people decide on a couple things they're just not going to buy in 2023. And I have decided, wow, I'm like really challenging myself this year. Like, Christy, my no buys for the year are clothes and shoes. Obviously, there will be some exceptions to this. Like if I have something that I absolutely need to buy, if all of my like jeans wear out or something happens, obviously I will replace those things. But for the most part, we are doing no shoes, no clothes. I do not need more clothes. I do not need more shoes. I especially do not need more shoes. So I'm gonna try to hold myself to that. I am going to hold myself to that. Oh boy. Number 8 is a travel goal. So I would like to take at least 3 trips in 2023, and at least one of those places has to be to somewhere I've never been. Barish and I have been kind of talking about our travel plans roughly. Obviously, like I do a lot of travel content on this channel, and that's my favorite thing to share with you guys on here. We're not sure if we're going to be doing an international trip. It kind of depends on how life works out in this year. We have a lot of things coming up. So if we don't do an international trip, I think we will probably do 3 little, I'm shooting for 3 little domestic trips. And honestly, those could even include like weekend trips to like, I really want to go to Charleston. I went when I was a teenager and have not been back since, and that's a quick drive from Raleigh. So I would love to go to Charleston for a weekend. I have only been to Atlanta once. I would love to go back to Atlanta for a weekend. And then I'd really love to go somewhere new. I've never been to the Pacific Northwest, so I would maybe consider a Seattle and Portland trip. I also would love to go to Austin with Barish because he would absolutely love it there. So we have a lot of ideas in the mix right now, but that is my goal, is that we at least take 3 trips sometime this year. And one of those trips is to a place I've never been before. I love that I put number 9 so casually on here, but number 9 is buy a house. Like, I love that I have all these goals and then I'm like, buy a house. Like, who am I? But that is something Barish I'd really like to do in 2023 if possible. Probably not anytime soon, maybe more towards the end of the year. Kind of just keeping an eye on the market, seeing how everything goes, see if we find anything we really like. But that is something we would like to do this year, and if not this year, in 2024. So add it to the list. Number 10 is I would like to sign my first brand deal. So again, I feel like this could be a lofty goal, but we're going for it, guys. I would love to do a brand partnership on my channel. I would love to have a brand deal, work with a company that I really love, and do like a sponsored video or series with them. So I put that on the list. I'm kind of open-minded on what that can be, but I'm just putting it out there that I would love to do that in 2023. My final goal, number 11, the one that I added last because I kind of forgot about it, is to start and finish my Google Maps project. So I don't want to give too much on this because this is something I will probably share with everybody, but there is a personal project that I've been working on that involves my favorite places in different cities or places that I really want to try in other cities, and essentially creating a Google map of all of these places that I would be able to share with other people. So this would kind of be like recommendation based, or like places that I would really like to try. So I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like yet, but I kind of have a vision for it, and I would like to complete that in 2023. So now that we've kind of gone over my goals for 2023, I am going to go through a couple pages in my planner to show you how I'm kind of tracking everything for the new year, as well as the planner that I use in case you're interested in using it yourself. So this is the current homepage setup on my iPad. I keep all of my most used apps here on the homepage. Obviously the rest are here in the library. I love to use shortcuts and the Widgetsmith app to create really cute icons for all of these. I just love making things look cute. So this is what it looks like. My planner is right here. It's from a company called Good Mondays Paper. She has an Instagram account as well as an Etsy shop. She offers a bunch of different digital planner formats as well as stickers and other things to add in. But this is the very first page. And then this is what January looks like. So for each month, and I can get into this more if I make another planning video if you're interested in that, I will put everything on my calendar for the month. I will create a little collage here, different monthly tasks, so on and so forth. And then obviously I'll have the weekly layout for each one, and that's what this will look like. I like to make a little collage for every single month week and day. I just feel like it's a little added activity that's really fun and creative, so I love to do that. But the main thing I'm going to show you today is the notepad section. So I am using the first section of the notepad section of the planner to do my goal tracking. So these are the goals that I just shared with you all. I'm going to keep the list here. I also have added a subscriber tracking page, and I'm going to track the milestones throughout the year as well as my monthly growth, so I can just kind of see where I'm at throughout the year. I also added an AdSense tracker so I can keep track of how much I'm making every month. Obviously, I can go on AdSense and check this all the time, anytime I want to, and it keeps it up to date every month, but I kind of wanted to have it all in one place. So I added this little page here. And then I created a road to 10K so I could fill in the little bubbles as I hopefully reach 10K in 2023. That's kind of it for what I'm tracking in the notepad section for 2023 goals, but I'll actually show you just as an example what I would usually do for a vision board for the month. So this was my November vision board, and I just pull these pictures from Pinterest and create a little vision board on here. And I actually will link this in the homepage. I have a little shortcut to my vision board, and it will open right to that, so I have it at easy access. I love making vision boards. I feel like it's a fun way to set the tone for the entire month coming up. And it's just a fun creative thing to do. So I absolutely love doing this. Again, if you're interested in seeing more of how I do my planner or set up my iPad, just leave a comment below and I'd be happy to go over this a little bit more in depth. So that is it for my 2023 goals and a little sneak peek of my planner and what I use to plan for the year, plan my tracking for my goals. If you're interested in seeing more about my iPad, such as how I set it up, how I do the little shortcuts and whatnot, leave a comment below because I'd be happy to make that video if enough people are interested in it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so below. It really does help me out. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I really appreciate you watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one.